It was a moment of joy as couples celebrate their retirement in Enugu. Mr. Jonas Okoli and Mrs. Rose Ifeyinwa Okoli, who hail from Amaoji Obago community in Ogu local government area of Enugu State, on 12 November 2022, organized a Thanksgiving and celebration party to mark their retirement from the teaching profession. The event, which started with a holy mass at the couple's residence in Amaoji Obago community, was attended by dignitaries from all walks of life, professional bodies, which includes the Teachers Association of Nigeria, colleagues, ex-students, friends, and well-wishers, and school children from various schools. The couple, who started as teachers and retired as school principal, taught and nurtured a handful of successful men and women, which includes professors, lawyers, doctors, engineers, politicians, artisans, and lots more. Among those taught by the couple are E.A. Chukwude, Engineer Chineduani, and the CEO UGAMATV and Radio Limited, Honorable Tochukwu Chukwu. Speaking with UGAMATV, Mrs. Rose Okoli expressed her joy as she retires from active service.
I will say I will thank God because within the time I was on the job, I would say that I really enjoyed it because what I discovered, my personal discovery, is that any work you were given, you must do it with all your mind, with all your heart. Since you are not sharing it out to anybody, there's no need of dodging or shying away from the work. So throughout my work as a civil servant, as a teacher precisely, I was eager. Even when I was a principal, I used to be in the school before my students. They were so surprised. So there is no need of shying away from any work you are giving. So as a teacher, as a vice principal, as a principal at large, I was so hardworking because it was testified by the people I worked with.
She also noted that she enjoyed her days in service and re-emphasized her dedication to the job. She added that she retired at due time to leave the system for her children and others, and expressed deep joy to have raised her children at university level while in active service.
I have retired now from civil service. I have children. I have boys. I have girls. Some are married. Some are not yet married. They are all graduates. They will go into the system. So I've left that system for them.
She offered words of encouragement to those still in active service to work hard and not to be overwhelmed with fear associated with retirement. Mrs. Rose highlighted some of the challenges in the education sector and urged the government to do the needful.
So my encouragement to them is that they should do the work and do it very well so that when they are retired, they will now make a new turnover and go to whatever they want to do. There were a lot of challenges during the time I was in the field. One is that when I started this work, it wasn't like that. Because I started in the then Anambra State. That time, Enugu State was inclusive in this Anambra State. So that was when I started this job. So that time, it was better. Our leaders, they were better off than what is happening now. Now, as far as the education is concerned, the thing is going down. The standard is moving down, and I'm not happy. It is going down. During that period, you see children working hard in the exams. You see them working very hard. But now you see them relaxing. The phones are there. They go to the net. They do it. Once the exam is called, they can search for the answer anywhere. But during that time, you stay all through the night. You can even take coffee. You put your legs in the water to read and make sure you succeed. In this, teachers need to sit up. Our leaders need to sit up. Yes, if you want to move this education ahead.
Speaking with UGAMATV, Mr. Jonas Okoli expressed his joy, realizing that many young men and women he taught in school many years ago has become successful today.
To tell of them, Bundemzo, that professor who is chairman about my boy, I mentored him. So can you hear how much you enjoy? Namno lalu kuzi zubutande madu. Zubutakwondinkem, so I should be happy.
He revealed that during the early days when he took the teaching job, he knew it would aid him train his children as well. Mr. Okoli noted that teachers are at advantage if they plan their lives well and minimize unnecessary complaints.
I'm not looking with advantage to other Oloibo because you have the advantage of Nimo Bodo. Ebe rent at the low, transport at the low. So, Ebu Nobi, Webi Dolo, Budia Nobi. Mala no when he should work in order to and na ga me accomplish.
He further advised teachers to lead exemplary life and impact moral values so they can influence the lives of their students and not just being class teachers.
That I have talked to them like when you were hearing from the prof, you said, I was prepared to beat you, fight you, provided you conform to that standard. Because I know what I'm telling you, you will tell your children. Because until you realize it, I've talked to teachers also that you are going to the class not just to write on the board, no. Influence them. Influence them. Talk to them to influence them so that they will change for better.
He encouraged teachers to continue doing their best despite poor wages and never give up.
They should not give up. Teachers are not the worst. And I discovered that teachers even don't know that they are at advantage more than other civil servants.
Mr. Okoli went further to review his plans as he retires from active service.
What I have now is to design my own program. I have a workshop. There. So that any day I like to go into the workshop and work, I will go there and work. Any day I want to go to the farm, I will go to the farm. Any day I want to rest, I will rest. If I am to be consulted by any organization or whatever, I will agree with them and I design it and plan it with them, and I go and be consulted and go. Not to be engaged in one day-to-day job.
He also advised teachers who are still in active service to plan their retirement.
What I am encouraging them is, know when you are retiring. It is one of the things I also taught teachers. I once have a program because each year I go to teach teachers around the 3 local governments, teach students around the 2 local governments. I once told them, when are you retiring? Many of them don't know. Some teachers don't know when they are retiring. And when you don't know when you are retiring, how are you planning about it? You are not planning. That is what it means. So first of all, you have to know when you are retiring, how many years is remaining, how much are you saving each month, each year, what programs are you embarking upon, and when are you going to finish them?
The celebrant's children, Chinedu Stanley Okoli and Mrs. Lillian Chineme Obuefi, told UGAMATV that their parents are role model, great disciplinarian and adorable.
Always been an inspiration to us, the children. When we were growing up, they made sure we had everything we need, both material things and otherwise. They were always there to give us the guidance we needed, to direct our ways. And I can say that my ideal perfect parents.
When my daddy wants to discipline you, no matter how good you feel the situation is, or no matter how less you feel the offense is, my mom cannot come in between you and my dad at that moment. Everything will have to go that way. But I'm sure something happens at night, because in the morning there will be change, okay? But she will not come at that moment to interrupt or intercede for you. You will be disciplined the right way. So those things made us shape our life.
They expressed their gratitude to God for keeping them alive and also appreciate them for ensuring they have proper upbringing.
We realized the rules were just to help us become better people. So even though it was hard growing up as kids, you see your mates going to play outside, then you are restricted because you must take your siesta. So because of that, it was not really what we wanted, because we were seeing others playing. So but then as time goes on, at a point I was looking for time to be having my siesta, but there was no time again. That was when I started appreciating all they did for me while I was growing up.
The Labour Party candidate for Enugu State House of Assembly, representing Ogu South constituency, Honorable Nnemeka Akachukwu, was in attendance and felicitates with the couple as they mark their retirement.
So kita na ọrụ ọrụ Igbo na ezumike now. Oga may enjoy this is retirement. Chukwu na ga-anọnyere ya. Ụmụaka bụ ndị ọzọ pụtagwo throughout his service year. Or toil. Come here toiling to see them through academically and otherwise, that they will give it back to him. Because onye rocha orie, as now he who soweth must reap. So I'm praying and I'm believing God that Umakia and other people in his pursuit, na career ya till or not at this level, major retire, that all of them will remember him too. So I think I better don't because no gidi ways. What I go so I identify with him. Yes, wish you happy retirement.
Honorable Akachukwu, who spoke in his native language, assures the people of Ogun South of a quality, effective and better representation and urged the people of Ogun to give him their votes in the coming 2023 elections.
Gobela House of Assemblies, Yebu Oraibu, Imebi Iwu. Gobela Ogun South, enwelu 6 wards. Make up Ogun South. Ke ube go here, ebe mbago now, msela one of them. Now, there are some laws that we should enact to make sure that la areas into agricultural capture areas into neglected like this area la had to capture. Mkwa mmekwe ndi obego bara ebe mbago kpa na bula. Onwe ye bu ye supposed to do like this very word that na ngahe ha. I will make sure that their voice to heard, and I will make sure that local will ha that nobody will subcharge them for anything or whatever thing do for nobody can do that.
The professor of physics and astronomy at the University of Nigeria in Nsukka, Augustine Chikude, who also spoke with UGAMATV, described the celebrants as role model and parents. He also revealed that they hail from the same community. The professor said his relationship with the couple is strong and motivating to the extent that the couple named their son after him.
The celebrants, they are like parents to me, where we are from the same village, Amoji. My relationship with him started as early as early 80s. He became interested in me as a young student. So we continued relating, and he continued encouraging me until I finished secondary school. I was relating with him before he married, and when he married, I became part of the family.
He further encouraged the celebrants to rejoice and celebrate in the good faith and wish them more strength and success. The chairman of Obago Teachers Association, Ogbuefi Azubike Anieze, also a retired principal, told UGAMATV that he has known the celebrants as hardworking couples, describing them as pillars holding the Obago Teachers Association and role model worthy of emulation.
The celebrants are the pillar. They are the pillars that are holding the Obago Teachers Association. That's one point. 2, they are generous. That is, they are always happy when they are giving you food, drinks, and everything. At times, they used to host the Obago Teachers Association quarterly meeting. In short, they are model to copy from.
Speaking further, he advised retirees to be happy and make reference to the Teachers Association motto, which says, "To rest is sweet after labor."
My advice to people who are retiring is this. Our motto as Enugu State pensioners is, "To rest is sweet after labor." When you do your job well and you retire, you will be very happy. Don't say that the government is not paying you. Sociologists will say, create social space out of natural space. Create the happiness for you. Whether government is paying you or not, you pay yourself. After all, we produce those people who are holding our money. And because of that, God gives us manna every day, not minding that the politicians are holding our allowances.
Mr. Zubika also advised teachers to learn to engage in other activities after retirement and never rely on pension and gratuities. The secretary of the association, Mr. Chukwu Sunday, also facilitates with the couple and extols their good virtues.
The celebrant is the vice chairman of this organization, is a full member of this organization. In fact, he's a man to go with. He's a motivator, he's a mentor. In fact, I can say without him, this organization cannot move forward. That's why we are here to celebrate with him today.
Reverend Father Simeon Sunday Uma describes the couple as his children and parishioner and expressed joy for their retirement.
Well, I'm glad to say that my two children and parishioners, Jonas Okori and the wife, both of them are celebrating their retirement. And it is a thing of joy to witness it. It is a happy thing to see in this part of the world for the first time where people celebrate their retirement.
Mr. Charles Ude, nephew to the celebrants, also testified the couple's love, describing the couple as great counselor and role models.
The celebrant is my uncle and happened to be my wedding sponsor. He's a great counselor.
Highlights of the event include cultural dance, debates, and drama presentation by students of Corpus Christi College, Achi, and CSS Obago.
Teaching profession today, then license has been feminized.
Panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, and co-debaters, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Standing before you here today is Master Joseph Olunda from Corpus Christi College, Achi. I'm here to propose the motion which says that male teachers teach better than their female counterparts with this following point of mine. But before I proceed, I'd like to elaborate on what teaching is all about. Teaching is the art of passing information to students such that the information being passed is understood. First, devotion. As we all know, that most of our male and female teachers worldwide are married men and women, and it is the duty of the males to provide and cater for the family. But no matter the issue or problems at home, it will never get the males depressed or worn out in their place of occupation, be it in all areas.
Chairman, moderator, panel of judges, accurate and from my co-debaters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my name is Okole Cynthia Chimdebele. I'm from Community Secondary School, Obago. I'm here to support my colleague by opposing the motion that says that male teachers teach better than female teachers. With no moderate opinion, I'm strongly not in support of the motion that says that male teachers teach better than female teachers. With some difference of mind, I would like to say that female teachers teach better than male teachers because when female teachers are teaching, they teach under calm conditions, unlike the harsh male teachers who intimidate students and reduces their chance of learning. Without playing cigarally, male teachers don't even go to class to explain notes, like the female teachers who take their time to make notes and go to class to explain it. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
In our last class, we learned about democracy, but today we are going to talk about drugs. Go and sit down. That was what I heard about your class. Drugs. The term drug is a broad word. Let's continue, Jerry. Drug is anything. Drug is anything. You don't be following me now. Anyway, if you want to learn, if you don't want to learn, I'm here to inform you that we are going to our exam is
The event also featured cutting of cakes, gift presentation, and dance by the couple.
ESUS.
We want to use this one to congratulate you guys on your retirement. We also want to thank you very much for taking good care of us, raising us very well and doing everything for us. We say a very big thank you. And we pray that the good Lord will give you long life and prosperity. Amen. You can open it. Head of the family.
Some of the students who spoke with UGAMATV had this to say about the celebrants.
I had to celebrate their retirement, and they are also thanking God, and they are going for Thanksgiving. So we came here to join them and to also sing for them.
They were retired principals, our vice principals of schools, and they did their job greatly as they were recommended.
Came for the celebrant of Mr. and Mrs. Okoli, just retired from teaching. That's why we are here. I thank God for the years they've been in school, teaching, doing other things, being a counselor. At last, they retired. I thank God for that.
Linda Chiku, reporting from Enugu, UGAMATV.